Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome, I'm Johan Gastel and you're watching Wings. On the show today we show you cheap versus expensive experiences in Mussoorie and top spots to visit during this monsoon season. And we also cover the action-packed San Fermin Festival in Spain. Let's start. The lead story this week is from Mussoorie, where we experience entry-level to high-end hotels. Starting at just 2,000 rupees and rising to over 30,000, the city has a lot to offer. Let us showcase our experience across a range of different price points. Nestled in the Garhwali Himalayas, Mussoorie offers a cool, scenic escape from the chaos of city life and the traffic below. Located just a short drive from Ladoum, making your way in here during the peak tourism months of May, June and July can be time-consuming and tedious. But this charming hill station still welcomes you with winding roads, colonial charm and misty mountain views that instantly slow time. The highlight for most people that visit Mussoorie is Mall Road, one of the longest mall roads of any hill station in India. This central thoroughfare has all the things to feed your soul. From souvenirs to entertainment, and the closer you stay to it, the less you will have to walk to get to it. So I finally reached Mussoorie. This is Mall Road right in the middle right here, and the temperature drop is drastic compared to Delhi. Over here right now in the evening it's around 18 to 20. A definite noticeable difference. So let me show you where I'm staying tonight. I'm staying a little bit off of the main Mall Road, so it's a little bit more quiet than right here. Hello Ji, namaste. The first hotel in focus today is called Sangam by Stowtrack. The price range of this hotel starts at around 2,000 rupees per night, which is not bad for an entry-level offering right next to Mall Road. Flat screen TV, kettle, and what do we have? The bathroom. It's a little bit short on space here, but I'm really tall, so this might not apply to you. After checking in, it's time to try out the food here. On offer is a big feast of classic North Indian cuisine. It's time to dig in. I'm famished. It seems like the view is great from this spot, although it's late. The lights from Ladoum twinkle in the night, and it's time for bed. Next day, the morning light reveals the landscape below. We've had a great morning so far. I mean, one of the positive things is definitely the view. I think that's one of their biggest draws to stay here. It's affordable, it's cheap, it's centrally located. Drawbacks, no parking, you know. If you're coming with your own vehicle, that might be a thing you'd require. But if you're coming with a cab, you could stay here, I suppose. Cheap, centrally located, and it's not really much to do here, though, except to stay here, sleep here, and eat here. So all your activities would have to be outside, but since it's right next to the Mall Road, it's not a bad option. Mussoorie sits along a stunning ridge in the Garhwali Himalayas, with Mall Road as its lively center. This is where most people want to stay, but hotels near Mall Road often lack space for vehicles, while those farther out offer parking but require a trek or drive to get back into town.
The result? A trade-off between location, convenience and cost.
You have now seen one good value option that is centrally located, but with less parking available. So let me show you another spot, which is one step above the previous one. This one is also centrally located, but with plenty of parking available.
This is the Kenilworth, and I have come to meet the host, Yogita.
Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
welcome to the Kenilworth.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Yogita.
I'm Johan. Tell me about the property. It looks a little bit like a heritage property, like an old building.
Yes, this is quite an old property of Mussoorie. We have beautiful 13s, well-appointed room inside this hotel.
Should we have a look?
Of course, please.
Namaste.
This is a deluxe room.
Wow, really high ceilings in here, huh?
It's a good ceiling height.
It makes the whole room feel so much bigger, no?
The next room which I will show you is more bigger than this. And you can see outside there are trees and garden from here. So if you open the window, you will have a...
But the window's open also, yeah, okay, nice.
And this one is little bigger in size than that room. This is the executive room of Kenilworth.
Is this the biggest room you have?
Yes.
And you could easily fit like an extra bed in here as well, I guess.
Yes, it easily accommodate 3 to 4 people.
Do you get a lot of family bookings?
Family booking, lots of. This is the most popular family hotel in Mussoorie.
There is even a small playground for families who come here with young children. Hotels with both parking and a prime spot come at a premium. To make the most of your stay, weigh what matters most. While browsing what you can shop on Mall Road, I find one shop with sunglasses and even local made in Mussoorie fashion. But it's time for a snack and I find a convenient street food stall.
Golgappa. Hello, G. Golgappa, milega.
But now it's time to try out a different experience than what we have seen so far. I am heading to the Royal Orchid, one of the most luxurious stays in town. A warm welcome later, I am handed the key to a room that feels more like a private retreat. The first stop is the living room, cozy, modern, and complete with a kitchenette, perfect for a morning coffee. There's a quaint little washroom tucked beside just before the real magic begins. The main bedroom opens up like a secret, and right there in front of the bed, a bathtub with a view.
But why? But why?
Yes, really. Pull back the curtain and you're soaking in warm water while soaking in the view. And just when I thought I'd seen it all, a massive bathroom with windows so large it's like a glass wall, also offering a view of the Himalayas. Next, a descent into serenity. The in-house spa welcomes you like an old friend. A soul-melting foot rub, a deep tissue massage, a quiet moment in the sauna, and the soft bubbling of the jacuzzi to wrap it all up. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more pampered, it's time for dinner. A royal Garhwali thali, fragrant curries, mountain lentils on a huge platter full of food.
So many different flavors on one plate. Amazing.
Luxury, local flavors, and a little slice of heaven, all in one unforgettable day. So which one of these different options would you pick for an escape to the hills?
Monsoon in India isn't just about puddles and umbrellas. It's a season that transforms landscapes and brings out the magic of travel. Whether you love the drizzle or prefer clear skies, this guide has something for every kind of traveler. Let's take a tour through the best monsoon escapes in India.
From misty mountains to sunny deserts, We rounded up the best travel spots to visit during the rainy season. So pack your bags and let's take you on a journey through the lush and dry sides of Indian monsoon magic. First up, Cherrapunji, a classic destination for those who love to soak in the rain. This Meghalaya gem is a monsoon fantasy. With temperatures dipping to a chilly 12 degrees Celsius, the mist, cool breeze and epic downpours create the perfect monsoon escape. Imagine sipping hot tea under a sloping roof as rain pours endlessly over emerald hills and waterfalls roar in the distance. One can explore the mesmerizing Nohakalikai Falls and traverse living root bridges. The rains here aren't just frequent, they're fierce. Next, it's time for the queen of the Himalayas, Darjeeling. Lush tea gardens, misty toy trains, and picture-perfect views make this hill town a monsoon delight. With temperatures around 14 degrees Celsius, it's the best weather to sip on world-famous Darjeeling tea while clouds float by. Rolling tea estates and a silvery fog. Munnar in Kerala is monsoon magic at its best. The rains wash over the hills, reviving every leaf and flower. With temperatures hovering around 20 degrees Celsius, Munnar is the perfect retreat to reset and recharge. Coorg, Karnataka's very own Scotland of India, turns dreamy in the monsoon. Picture mist-covered coffee plantations, gushing waterfalls like Abbey and Urupu, and serene homestays serving fresh local fare. It's a monsoon getaway you'll never forget. Monsoon in Goa is less about the beach and more about the vibe. Lush countryside, spice trails and majestic waterfalls like Dudhsagar. While water sports take a back seat, the state's true beauty begins to shine with swaying palm trees, vibrant green fields and dramatic skies. Not a fan of the rain? Here are some destinations you can enjoy without the rains and experience moderate to pleasant weather. A cold desert, nestled high in the Himalayas, lies in the rain shadow, which means blue skies and dry roads all through the monsoon season. Ladakh, where lakes shimmer, monasteries echo with chants, and adventure waits at every turn. The majestic mountains make it a visual treat and offer a scenic trip when most of the country experiences heavy rain. Another jewel in the rain shadow crown is the Spiti Valley in Himachal Pradesh. With rugged cliffs, turquoise rivers and ancient monasteries, it stays mostly dry during monsoons. It is ideal for high-altitude treks and starry skies. Rajasthan offers a warm, dry monsoon with cities like Jaisalmer and Jodhpur. In Jaisalmer, the Golden Fort glows under filtered sunlight, while Jodhpur's Blue City buzzes with culture and color. With very little rain, it's perfect for sightseeing, minus the umbrella. So whether you want to dance in the rain or stay bone dry under blue skies, the Indian monsoon has a perfect plan for every kind of traveler.
Pamplona's famous San Fermin Festival is back, where tradition meets thrill and danger dances through the streets. Brace yourself for Spain's most electrifying celebration.
Spain's Pamplona exploded in a riot of color and energy as thousands of revelers gathered in the city's main square to kick off the legendary San Fermin Festival. From locals to tourists flying in from every corner of the globe, nearly everyone is dressed in the iconic white outfit paired with a red sash and scarf. But But the real action begins when the heart-pounding bull runs through Pamplona's narrow, cobbled streets. As bulls thunder down the course, runners dash ahead, dodging horns and flying hooves. Injuries are common, such as broken bones and bruises, yet that doesn't stop thousands from charging on.
You can't even think, it's all instinctual, so it's just, you're going right at it, you're looking at the bull, you're trying to figure out who's in front of you, looking in front of them, using your hands, but I'm still out of breath because it was awesome, it was a great experience.
It was impressive. The herd split up, and there were many battles in front of the bull and many falls in the street. We really enjoyed it, even if it is just the first day.
Spectators cling to balconies and line the barricades, watching the live action that's broadcast nationwide with breathless anticipation. Once the morning madness subsides, the fiesta continues with dancing, feasting, drinking, and performances that blend cultural tradition with relentless revelry. By the afternoon, the very bulls that ran the streets in the morning meet their end in traditional bullfights. These bulls are slain by professional matadors each afternoon. San Fermin's global fame owes much to Ernest Hemingway's classic novel, The Sun Also Rises, which immortalized Pamplona's wild energy.
From beauty pageants to puppy protests, let's now explore a diverse range of animal stories from around the world that are both charming and thought-provoking.
It's not just humans who walk the ramp in Senegal. In Guédiawaye near Dakar, sheep strutted their stuff at a pageant dedicated entirely to the majestic Ladoum breed. The showstopper, Niang Balo, a prize-winning Ladoum sheep who's taken home 6 titles since he was a lamb. His proud owner, Mohammed Wayne, even turned down an eye-watering $100,000 offer for his champion sheep. These pageants aren't just for show. A title can skyrocket the breeding value of sheep, and bloodlines are traced with precision.
Think for me, the most important thing about traveling is safety. Hearing this prediction, I would also try my best to avoid going to Japan during July and August. If possible, I might delay my trip and go after September.
Though men dominate the breeding business, women are stepping in too.
This is what we want. That's why we mobilized to create this association. The association isn't just in Dakar. It covers all regions of Senegal. I live in Diourbel. We're in Dakar, Mbour, Kaolack, even Gambia and Mauritania.
Life-sized elephant sculptures took over Beverly Hills, marking the final stop of the great elephant migration across the U.S. that began in 2024. The sculptures depict real elephants from the Nilgiri Hills in southern India and were created by indigenous people using lantana plant, an invasive plant encroaching on natural habitat.
People around the world love elephants, so as soon as they see elephants out in a setting like this in particular, they're going to be captivated by them. The biggest message the elephants are carrying is one of coexistence. Each of these elephants lives in the Nilgiri Hills of South India alongside people in tea and coffee plantations, and they are coexisting with people. So the elephants are almost traveling around the world telling people that there are humans in India who coexist with elephants. Surely everybody else in the world can better coexist with other forms of nature around them.
So it's spreading an inspirational message of human-wildlife coexistence, but it's also raising funds for 21 brilliant NGOs in America and around the world that help the human race share space, essentially help us overlap with animals, with everybody thriving.
Pandamania is sweeping Sichuan, China, after 2 beloved bears made their public debut at the Sichuan Giant Panda Zoo and Botanical Garden. Meet Wang Wang and Sheng Yi, who recently returned from Australia and Malaysia. They drew crowds with their bamboo munching and adorable waddles. To celebrate, Sichuan launched a panda-themed shopping and cultural season with discounts on certain tourist spots and the purchase of creative products. It's tourism, culture, and conservation wrapped in a bear hug.
Cardboard animals took over London's West End in a moving protest performance about climate change. Known as the Herds, these eco-friendly puppets, like gorillas, panthers, and wolves, represent animals displaced by global warming. The dramatic parade featured surprise theater performances from the cast of Matilda. They were followed by actors from A Midsummer Night's Dream and singers from the Royal Opera House, before the puppets arrived at Somerset House with drummer Andy Gangadine. The next stop for the Herds is Manchester, UK. They will then head to Denmark and Norway later in July.
That's all we have for you on the show in this week's Wings episode. We return with more next weekend for those looking for the best experiences worldwide. Until then, it's me, Johan Castell, signing off, as we leave you with visuals of the Amarnath Yatra that's underway and has attracted impressive numbers this season.